Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas, and it is 6:30 p.m. I just woke up about 30 minutes ago from a short nap, and I forget what time. I think about 3 hours ago that maybe four, not sure. Just woke up from a nap. I wanted to give you a message. If you've been watching some of the videos, uh, you've seen some or heard some mention of the fact that it looked like that we were going to not be able to uh, stay at this um, uh, apartment complex. Our son has some problems. He's had them for a long time, and pretty much refused. Well, he has for years. He's taken his medicine, and then there's been years that he hasn't taken his medicine, and he's been a problem for us, a big problem, concern, and everything else. And the apartment complex recently, said that they weren't sure that we'd be allowed to, uh, you know, renew our lease when it comes to uh, March of uh, next year. So, in about 3 months or so, it there was a very good possibility that we would have to find someplace else to live, and we really don't have we pay our bills, the ex-wife and myself. Uh, uh, you know, both kick in, and we can pay the bills. We've never been late on the rent, and that kind of thing. But we don't have that much money. We're both on Social Security, and we both have medical problems. I'm 82 years of age, and we're making it okay. But we don't really have the money to. We don't have any place that we could really move to. Uh, Also, it would be really expensive. It'd be you know, difficult for us to do it. I mean, physically now I couldn't be moving. I've moved in the past a few times, um, but it would be difficult for us to do it. So I mentioned on here, which I didn't want to do, the possibility, and several of you have reached out with suggestions and best wishes and concerns, and I uh, went to the apartment manager, a really nice lady, and she's been apartment manager here for a long time. I don't know how long, but Darlene has lived in this apartment complex for I think 22 years, and I've lived here for 12 years, and then for part of this 12 years, uh, she moved in to this apartment over here, and we share the expenses, and we make it, but it's not, we're not partying, and we don't own a car. We can't afford to own a car, um, because of the cost, but all the repairs, even and the taxes and the uh, everything. We just can't afford a car, so we're making it, but this is not the kind of life we really would. We'd like to have something a little bit better, but uh, we were really concerned that we might be homeless. Uh, but so I asked the manager, apartment manager, because they didn't tell us, hey, you can't renew your lease, but it was like, we're not sure that because of the problems that we've had with your son, we're not sure that you're going to be able to renew your lease. And so I went to her yesterday, or was it the day before? I think it was the day before. Can't remember now. And said, that we really wanted, we really needed to know whether to be able to stay, or we really needed to, think what we were going to do. And she checked with her boss. She's the manager of the apartment complex here, and she checked with her boss, and then she came back and said that yes, we would be able to renew our lease. So it's we've been worrying every day, what are we going to do, and how are we going to be afford to to do it. So good news. And if you've been worried about it, everything should be okay. Of course, you never know for sure. So, good news. A big burden off of our shoulders. Something that we've, the ex-wife and myself, Darlene and myself, have both been worried about, is off of our shoulders right now. I've improved things in this room, getting stuff better, a little better organized, and it will make it a little easier for me to do some things. And today is December 1st of 2023. So I think I'm going to, let's see, there's something, if anything I need to show you or tell you. Let me think here for a second. Yeah. Those of you who, let's see, the Elgato microphone that I purchased a while back, I was trying to, I'd mounted it, on a stand and everything, microphone stand. And I should, hang on a second, I'm going to pause this for a second, and I'm going to get the Elgato microphone. Let's see, pause is what I want, yeah. Okay, back. Here's the Elgato microphone, and I was using it here. Honestly, I don't remember. I mean, it wasn't bad, and it might have been, pretty good, but I can't even hardly remember. There was a metal bracket that, the thing came up. It was like this, like this, and with a thing on the bottom here, so you could screw in. Let's see, I don't have that here, but it's that you could screw in there, and that metal thing broke, and I went and to Elgato to find, a replacement for that, and they did not have it. And then, there must have been several of those things breaking, for people, because and I showed that in some previous videos, the thing showed up showing, one of these, which I have like 3 of them now, or 4 microphone, stands or whatever. And it showed, the microphone on the stand, on that stand, And I ordered one in. I think it was might have maybe only been $15 or something like that. Maybe 20. No way it was not made for, it was one of these standard ones that works with a whole bunch of microphones, but does not work with this. And so I, blogged about, hey, you better watch this out. Then I ordered another one that showed, on the Amazon, that showed the microphone attached or whatever, and ordered it in, and no, same thing. In China or whatever, the plants that are turning these things out, the stands and other stuff like that, they just right away had grabbed on it. Okay. I kept both of those, by the way, so I have them. I have a lot of microphone stands. So the other day, or last week, I guess, I thought it would really be nice to get, because it was a nice microphone, and the software too was good. And I thought it would be really, nice to, get that working. So I went to Igato, and sure enough, they have a replacement part now for that. And it wasn't very much money. I think it might have been $9 for it, or maybe a little bit more. But it said there was after a delay of a week or something like that before they would be shipping them. So somebody's making them, and so it's about time it could come any time. I do like the headsets, and so I'm not sure what I'll do when that gets here, other than give it a try and let you know, and try to find the previous videos where I mentioned it, so that I can update that information on that page, about it also. So, okay, let me do a quick check here and see. You noticed I've not moved them, but I've changed the board here. I still have some stuff I need to move from there over here. I am going to have a busy month because of my, and the next, let's see, this month and next month I'm going to be busy, with my eyes, having that surgery done. A couple of people have mentioned that I should, this hasn't been working for several years, I think, that I should replace the power supply in there and see if maybe it would work. I'm not sure if I want to do it, because a very big, excellent power supply was put in there and worked for a long time. Might still work, but the wires and things just running crazy through there, and I don't know if I want to mess with that or not. The printer is here. I'd really like to get you can see the white, right there. The printer is now there. I'd really like to get that printer moved someplace out of my way. And also I'm using, I think, the Canon software, and it sucks for some reason. One thing, it just sucks. and the printer sends, through a stack of paper. If I wanted to print one thing, one page or whatever, it sends through a stack of, and I think the Microsoft software, maybe part of the Word program, I think would work better. I need to find out how to disable the Canon software and get the Word software working correctly, so that when I click on it, it uses that instead of this. And the Verizon, modem is right here, and it's working. And most of the time, I have 3 stars. Let me do the speed test, and then I'll bring this video to a conclusion. Speed test, where are you? Okay. Here we go. I bet it'll be about 300. That's what it's supposed to be. Oh, that's good. Just stay up there, stay up there, stay up there. It always does that. A couple of you mentioned in the past, not with this, but with before, that it goes up right above it and then it drops down. And but I'm happy with this, and even though I am uploading videos, that's enough. I guess that's it. Thank you very much for watching.